Okay, so at this stage now, you can do all your normal day-to-day stuff just fine, but you still have an awareness of the ankle being a little bit of an issue when you're trying to be athletic, when you're changing direction, moving quickly, etc. This is where your exercises become a lot more fun. One of my favorites at this stage, we call 3D bound with a stick. Bounding is where you take off on one leg and land on the other. As opposed to a jump or a hop, these are bounds. Now, when we say with a stick, we don't mean go outside and grab a stick off a tree. What we mean is stick the landing. So what we're going to do is bound in 3 different directions because it's a 3-dimensional world. We have to be able to control our body weight in all 3 planes. So the easiest one for most people after an ankle sprain is the forward-backward plane. So what you would do is stand on the uninjured side and just bound forward and try to stick that landing on the injured side. If you are not sure, just start with a really tiny step. You basically take a step and then drop and then stick the landing, and then you can be more aggressive as you see fit. But it can really be reeled in and calibrated back to being a fairly benign exercise. Now, generally speaking, we don't have people land backwards on the injured side, but you certainly can. But remember, it's with a stick. So if you go backwards and then immediately goes forwards, you didn't own that position, you didn't stick it. So if I go backwards, I need to be solid. And then when I go forwards, I need to be solid. So don't leave the stick position until you truly own it. And again, all 3 planes. So that was the sagittal plane, the forward, backward oriented plane. Again, assuming my left side is the injured side, I'm gonna balance on my right and then come left and wait till I'm solid. I'm not gonna go back and forth, although you can, to different drill. I just wanna reset back to this one and come back left, own it, and when I'm solid, I'll step away and repeat. The third one is rotational. Now the rotational one is the one where most cheating comes in, so I'm gonna show you a good one, then I'll show you a cheater. So with a good one, I would stand on my uninjured side, which for this right now is my right, and I'm going to rotate as I'm jumping and land facing this way. When you do it correctly, when your foot lands, you're going to feel the rotational momentum of your body still wanting to go. That's what you have to control. So again, keep in mind, you can make it as small as you need to. For most people who've sprained an ankle, they're concerned about this force. It's the hardest one for them because it kind of recreates the forces that more than likely led to the sprain in the first place. So make it small as you have to, but stand on the uninjured side and then turn and land and stick that landing. Now I'm solid, I can repeat it. Again, you can go back and forth if you want to, I generally don't. So I'm here, and then I'm there. Now, if I'm still wiggling, fight the good fight until you're solid. Okay, simple as that. That's what good ones look like. Cheaters look basically like you jump in the air, spin in the air, and drop straight down. The reason it's cheating is the person who does this, I'm sure, is not trying to cheat on purpose intentionally. They're trying subconsciously to avoid that rotational plane of motion. So if I do it correctly, I have to stabilize rotational forces. If I cheat, I just drop straight down, and I'm mostly replicating the forces felt in the very first one where I was coming forwards. So cheaters go up and drop. I'm not good at cheating, am I? Like that. Still not very good at that one. But if you do it well, you're going to turn, land, feel those rotational forces, and then control them. That's 3D bound with a stick.